Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you, my. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Hey y'all, we got a lot of stuff growing in this garden. Look at that. I bought some coneflower to attract some bees to the garden for the pumpkin patch and the watermelon patch and also the cucumber. I got some black-eyed Susans over there. And in a minute I'm gonna take you inside and let you see all the good stuff. But first, an outside tour. As you can see, the pumpkin patch did grow, but for some reason we got some burnt leaves. I think it's because it's been so hot, and I've been watering the garden kind of late, and so maybe some water got splashed onto the leaves or some food in plant food and maybe got scorched in the process. Anyways, look at that. I got my first pumpkin flower open. It's a bunch of flowers under there, but that's the first pumpkin flower to open. And what is this? We're in June now. July, August, September, October. Ooh, it's kind of early. So this is our first time growing pumpkin, so I don't know how long. I think it's a 4-month process, but I don't know if it's too early for a flower to come on. And oh, Jesus. And so I just saw a garden creature run up in the pumpkin in the garden. Oh my God, I'm scared. So maybe that's what Poochie's been. Poochie, you saw that? I know you're gonna get him. You ain't gonna let him just go in our garden like that. Poochie, you saw that? Did you see that thing just ran in the garden, under the garden? You ain't gonna get him? He was scary. I'm scared. Can you get him, please? Come on in here. I'm scared. So anyways, we got our first pumpkin patch. I guess whatever that thing was, it smelled the plants and the plant food, because I just got done fertilizing everything and I'm so scared to touch something now. Anyways, we got a lot of stuff growing. We got a couple sunflowers opening up. We only got, I think we got one sunflower open in this patch, one in the other patch across, one over in Beautyland open, and then we only got 3 sunflowers open. So, but it's still cool because it's just cool. It's just cool like that. Anyways, Lily has done her deed for the season, I guess. I don't know if Lily's going to come back again. I think last year she came back twice, so we might look up and get another couple of blooms again. But as you can see, she has bloomed every single bloom has opened, and she's pretty much done. Now this sunflower right here grew on its own. Like, I think I dropped a seed and it just took off. So since it was on the outside of the garden, I just water it every week or whatever. Well, yeah, every day I water it just like I water the others. But I don't fertilize that one. So you can notice that one is about maybe 4 feet tall. It's not as tall as the others. I kind of stopped fertilizing everything. Poochie, I need you to come here with me. Come on, baby. I'm scared. There's a garden animal in here and I need you. Poochie. Poochie, you supposed to be on patrol. You ain't on break yet. Get in here. Come on. Come on, baby. I need you. Yeah, you. I need you over here with me. Security, please. Security. We got a garden creature and it's ugly and big. It's little and ugly and scary. Come here. It don't fly. It just crawl. Come on. I need you. Help me. So anyways, Poochie left me hanging. Clematis has come back, and she has lots and lots of blooms. And we also have more blooms about to open on the clematis. Here's a big one right here. Pretty purple flowers are going to be popping up and growing around this trellis here, this arch in the garden. Okay, over here, those are all my extra tomatoes. I have 11 tomatoes growing up in this bed here. At the bottom, I believe I have some cherry tomatoes growing down there. It's windy out here. Yeah, I got some kind of, I think this is a yellow pear. I think this is another yellow pear. Oh, where are the yellow pears? They look like yellow pear. Okay, can you see that? You can't really see it. There you go. Okay, those are yellow pear. And I just put a marigold in here. Keep the bugs away, and I got a basil down there. So over here, all I have left is a couple of collard greens that have been picked, and I got a couple of kale growing in the back there. We already harvested the radish, the spinach, and the broccoli. Of course, like I said, broccoli didn't make it too good. I got some basil and some sage that went to seed. This is my basil that went to seed. Have you ever seen sage go to seed in basil? This is the basil flower that has gone to seed. The seeding process. I guess when these flowers die, then I'll collect seeds for next year, and I'll be able to grow me some basil for next year. It's pretty long. Okay, and then behind there I have a sage plant that went to seed. This is a sage flower that's gone to seed, and I'll be able to collect some seeds for next year. This basil is still good. Okay, and then I have about 9 sunflowers on this side. One of them has a flower head on it. I can't get to it right now. I can't figure out where it is, but it's a yellow flower that has opened. Oh, there it is, right there. All right, and then down here is my pumpkin patch. Like I said, my leaves are kind of scorched. I don't know if it's because maybe I overwatered or I underwatered, or I watered too late. Either way, I'm hoping that it doesn't kill off my pumpkin patch, because it does look a little scorched. They were growing so healthy and green, and then this happened. Okay, and like I was saying earlier, I found my very first pumpkin flower right there. So now I got to do my little research and find out what is the difference between the female flowers and the male flowers, so that if I have to hand pollinate, which I have the cone flower right here, so that I won't have to hand pollinate to attract the bees. But if they don't find these flowers in time, then I will have to pollinate, and I need to learn the difference between the pumpkin female and male flowers. Usually the females have the little fruit on the bottom half of the flower, and the males just have a flower by itself. But like I said, this is my first time seeing this. So these are some of the flowers. They kind of remind me of squash and zucchini flowers. They all kind of look the same. And right here, my watermelon up front, I have 3 of them growing up a trellis. As you can see, they're kind of scorched too. So we might have an issue there. Hang on. Okay, so we're gonna come over here. This is the chocolate sprinkled cherry tomato, which is also starting to grow around this vine. It's on the outside of this flower bed where the cucumber is, but it's also another cherry. This is the husky cherry tomato. It's kind of growing across this trellis that I got for the sweet peas to grow around. And I also put some black-eyed Susans out here to attract bees for the cucumber. Cucumbers, I did start to see bees, but a lot of these I hand pollinated myself. And a way that you can find out if you successfully pollinated your cucumber is you will start to see the little flowers on the end dry up and kind of fade out. So I have a bunch of cucumber flowers all across this trellis that I got within the grow, and you can see there are some cucumbers that are starting to the flowers are starting to fade and the cucumbers are getting kind of big. There's a big one here. Wow, down here these are pickling cucumbers. That's another one. It's a bunch of little bitty ones that are getting bigger now, so I'm really excited about that, guys. Then my sweet pea in the back, I did like I said, I've been getting out here kind of late to water, so they're kind of scorched down at the bottom. I don't know how much longer they can take the heat, but I have a lot of, I've harvested sweet peas about 2 or 3 times already. So at the beginning of this video, I showed you a few of them hanging at the top. Now, I had to recently cover my peppers with some powder because of the bugs were trying to chew them all up. But they are getting little peppers on them. You can see there's 2 right there. I'll give it a couple more weeks and I said they'll be big. We'll be able to tell which is bell pepper and which is banana in a minute, because they are definitely going to be different size. Then, as you can see, corn. We got some big mama corn. Now, last week I chopped up the extra corn, but I guess I didn't pull out all of the roots, and as you can see, they are starting to grow back in. So I'm gonna have to do some more cutting. Okay, so that's the corn and those are the peppers. Now, in this bed I have another 10 sunflowers, and these sunflowers are really tall, and that's my bee. That's Sunshine right there. She was 8 feet last week. We're starting a new week, and this is the fertilizing day process. So I'm not sure how tall they are now because I haven't checked on the size lately, but I'm pretty sure they're aiming at 9 to 10 feet now. Yeah, they're pretty big. You can see how thick these little legs are. They're kind of thick. They're like double the size of my bamboo sticks. They're pretty big. And those are just leaves I tore off because they were kind of scorched. I'm using it as like they're leaves off the sunflowers. I'm using them as a mulch. Okay, because it gets really hot out here and I have to keep watering. These are my other tomatoes. Now it's 11 tomatoes in here. Now I did a lot of pruning to help them with the flower and fruiting process. They have lots of flowers and a lot of fruit coming in now. So I chopped off a lot of the leaves that were kind of robbing them of energy. So over here, I just let my yellow pear go wild because she was bringing me a lot of fruit at the bottom. She has flowers all over the top, everywhere, but the fruit, I guess the fruit decided it wanted to grow at the bottom first, even though its flowers completely saturated throughout this plant. Look at that. Yellow pear everywhere. I love it. And yeah, she has flowers everywhere. And then I got my I think this is like a beef steak or something. A lot of flowers all over this one too. Look at that. She is just jumping out. I even see some I know you're probably not supposed to do this, but I I picked off a lot of the flowers because I want her to kind of get a head start on the fruiting process. There's a tomato right there coming in. If you can see that little girl. There she go. A lot of them are coming in. They're just taking their time. I got some Roma back there. Roma has a lot of flower. And so does this other Better Boy or something like that. Like I said, I kind of lost track of all the tomatoes, but they're growing. And yeah, so that's everything. We got 28 tomatoes. Got about 5 collards, 2 kale. There she goes. Hey girl. Good morning. Good morning to you. Okay, so we got these sunflowers and pumpkins. Okay, so I'm just giving you a quick run by of everything that's growing in the garden. Poochie, oh, now you want to come. Now you want to come help me. You kind of late, buddy. I already got attacked. So now we're going to go over to Beautyland.